What is up, guys? It's Drew at Profit Monsters. I'm here with Zeke and Asher. Danny is with some friends, and we are in Texas, baby. Look at that sign, and look at the size of this Goodwill. We are in Waco, Texas right now. This is Heart of Texas Goodwill. So we've never been here before. We just Googled thrift store by our hotel, and we're gonna go in and see what we can find.
I hope we get rock to sell or something. Let's go!
Let's go, baby! Say let's go! So guys, thanks so much for coming along this thrift trip with us. It started off with these Gore-Tex Brooks Ghost 4s. They were pretty worn on the bottom, and they had some flaws on the tops too. And since they were such an old model, I decided to keep them on the shelf because I could only take so much stuff back with me. So I was really just trying to find stuff in excellent condition. There was another pair of Brooks right here with some tears and super worn on the bottom and dirty. So yeah, they are just disappointing me off the bat. There's some boots up here that I passed on, and then coming over here, again, another pair of Brooks. I guess people like to exercise in Texas, but overall, pretty rough shape. As you can see, there was a rip on the front, and the wear on the bottom was decent, but not worth picking up. Of course, I always leave stuff that has rips and tears. Here's some Nike fly wires, just super dirty. It's a clacker. Hold it like this. Now, if I lived in Texas, I would be pretty happy with what I'm seeing on the shelf. Just tons of hard goods, kitchen, housewares, all sorts of stuff. There was a Keurig up there, lots of electronics. There was little ovens and toasters, things that I would definitely have looked up and probably picked up if it was in Orlando. But obviously in Texas, I was looking for much smaller things that I could flip, put in my suitcase, and bring back home with me. And so it was cool to see these shelves, but there's really nothing here for me. If you guys live in Texas, though, you're missing out. I would definitely hit up this Waco Heart of Texas Goodwill. There's lots of stuff that can be flipped. There was even some vacuums that I was looking at, and some of them had pretty decent comps. Now, coming over to the book section, shout out Katie Reeds. Look at how many books are in here, just waiting to be scanned for Amazon. Not my cup of tea, but found a Dr. Seuss book right off the rip, but it's not one that's worth a lot of money. Now we're in the Emily Conway Cajun reseller section over here, the plush section. There was a Powerpuff Girls plush right there that I probably should have picked up, and I didn't. But there was just so much stuff that I was trying to look at it all with the kids, and it was kind of just taking up a lot of time. We came back here to the cup section to obviously look for Starbucks cups. If you know, then you know. They're a major bolo. The tumblers can sell for a lot of money. I just recently picked up 2 in my last video, and they are definitely worth looking up and checking out. Even without the straws, they can sell for tons of money. But this was just nothing right here. I thought it may have been a different brand, but it's just a basic pineapple cup right there. Looking at the jean section over here, this is like the definition of Texas, and we're just showing you guys the size of the store here is just massive. It was really crazy how big the store was, and I looked through a lot of stuff and just was not willing to bring home certain things. Zeke, what you got? Ball? D-ball?
I don't.
What's this?
No,
So Zeke got pretty excited about his ball here, so I'm just going to talk over it. But I found these vintage roundhouse pinstripe farmer overalls, bibs, and these are pretty big, but the comps were looking good. I mean, you're talking about 50 to 60 bucks plus shipping easy. Some of the active listings were as high as 150. These are vintage, made in the USA, as you'll see on the tag right here. Pretty good size as well, size 40, so really good kind of like farmhouse size, if you will. But really happy with that pickup, so I put it in my cart. Shout out Joey. What are these? Air Monies.
Did you want to ride on this? Look! I can ride on this.
All right, my beard is all messed up from my mask. We just left that thrift store, and I gotta say, everything is bigger in Texas. That Goodwill was huge. Unfortunately, because we're on vacation and I don't feel like shipping a bunch of stuff back, I'm trying to be very picky with the stuff that I find. We just pulled up to the Waco Goodwill outlet store, and there's a retail store. So this is kind of like Harry Tornado has a Goodwill retail store and a bins. So we're gonna go inside and see if we can find anything. We're gonna hit the Goodwill outlet first because I'm dying to get into the bins. I don't know.
I'm gonna try this short to make sure if they fit or not.
All right, so far we're striking out. I'm only finding singles, Birkenstock. I did find a matching pair of Merrells, but look at that wear. So those are gonna go back. Oh yeah, we got the Cats Flying in Space shirt. You know what's up. Not really finding else much. I found some Hurley swim shorts, multicolor. I can sell these because summer's coming up. Just a vintage Mickey Mouse pillowcase. We'll use this at home because it's just cool. And then I found some cool, speaking of cool, some cool women's shorts, hiking shorts, size 4. Those will sell pretty good. That's a bolo. All right, we just left the bins, came over to the retail side. Some Jordans, I'm gonna have to look them up. Quite a few of them. And we got the Monarchs. This is like lightly worn, slightly worn, mow your lawn worn. Got some more Jordans right here. Some Nike Air Max. We'll look through all those. This is a little bit of a smaller retail store. Found some of my favorites, guys. I found an Xbox 360 Rock Band guitar, and I ended up leaving it on the shelf along with this Wii drum set right here because they were just too big for my suitcase. But if you live in Waco, go scoop those. I found these Wii wheels that I love bundling with the Mario Kart game. Those were $1 each. And then in the women's clothing section, I found this really cool, like fuzzy North Face puffer style vest. So this was a pretty nice find for $7, so I picked that up.
I'll see you later, dear.
All our yellow packs are 50% off. Oh, okay. All the yellow ones. Dad, I'm going to show you something. Dad, did you show my shorts and shirt?
All right, guys, we're starting to load up the car and head back to the airport. It's been fun, but we got to get back home. So I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I picked up and just go through it because there were a couple things that you didn't see in my clips. So I just wanted to show those to you. But this was the most expensive thing that I picked up. It was this Sony Handycam right here. This is the DCR-TRV 250 if you want to look it up, but these have great sold comps on them. I paid up for it. I paid $23, but it's small enough that it can fit in my suitcase, and I should make some decent profit, probably over $100 for this. While I was at the bins, I picked up just a couple things. I picked up some Hurley board shorts. Summer's coming up, and these are in great shape, and I should be able to pull $20 or $25 out of these. I picked up a little Mickey Mouse pillowcase right here, probably for Asher, but I thought it was cute, so I decided to just grab it because it was by weight at the bins. This whole bag that I'm going to show you, I only paid $6 for everything. So I got those cool women's hiking shorts. They're in really good shape, and they are a women's 4. So these should sell pretty fast for probably around 20, maybe 25 bucks. I decided to pick this up. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw it, but that cat in space shirt, I've actually sold these before on like Poshmark and Depop for like $20 to $25. So I'm actually kind of happy with that. Next, I picked up this North Face jacket. I really didn't want to pick up something like this that was as big, but I can't say no to the North Face. It's got the logo on the back. It's a size small, but I feel like I could still sell it before summer for the right price, probably 25 to 30 bucks. Two more things. I picked up a pair of Nike dry fit golf pants. There's really not much to these, but they say they have the Jordan logo on them, and they say #1 Fedora, so I don't know what that means. I tried to look it up, but these are clean and they're a great size, 33 by 30, I believe, or 36 by 33, something like that, but they're clean. I should get 30 bucks for those. And then last, while I was in Texas, I had to pick it up, the Nike Dry Fit JJ Watt shirt. This is the Texans, super clean, in good condition, so really happy with that pickup, and I paid $6 for all of that, so can't complain. And then at that first Goodwill, I picked up those bibs, the vintage bibs right here, the farmer house ones, or whatever they're called, roundhouse. So these are pretty big, but I'll make them fit in my suitcase with everything else. These were $10. And then I picked up the Air Moneys for kids. The youth ones, they're in pretty good shape. I should get hopefully about 50 bucks for these. Finally, at that last thrift store, I picked up this North Face vest. This is like that fuzzy lining, and it's reversible. It's got the North Face logo on the inside as well, so pretty sweet there. I got a couple of shirts. I got a shirt. It's a vintage Pioneer car stereo shirt. This has got to be from the 80s, I believe, and this Hanes tag is pretty old, and it's single stitch all the way around. If you've never seen single stitch, this is one way to help identify vintage shirts. They're not all single stitch these days, because some of the shirts, like from Aeropostale and Hollister, are single stitch as well now, so you have to know your tags and your graphics and t-shirts and things like that. And then I picked up 4 Wii wheels for 99 cents each. These are great to have for Mario Kart bundles for the Wii. I picked up that X-Files hat, Fight for the Future. This thing's really dirty, but it'll clean up super nice. And then finally, I think the best pickup of the weekend so far was these Jordan Concord 11s. I've had multiple people tell me they believe they're legit, and a couple people tell me they think they're fake. So I'm gonna clean them up, do some research, and see what I can figure out with them. But let me know in the comment section if you think these are real or fake, and we will go from there. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's going to be my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed coming with me to Texas. I had a lot of fun. I didn't get to do as much thrifting as I wanted to because I wasn't here to thrift, so I'm glad that I got some in. Make sure to leave a like on this video. If you want to see me go to different states and countries even to thrift, put a thumbs up on this video as well, and let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, money!